YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ray. I am the original ordinary guy back again with another video for you guys, man. Appreciate you tuning into the channel. Let's get into it. Just got to the gym. I'm feeling great. Fellas, if you're not prepared for people to stare at you, for people to look you dead in your eye, for people to just be around you and engage with your energy, you're not ready to elevate. You're not ready to come up. You're not ready to be in the spotlight. If that offends you, good. I hope it does. I hope it offends somebody. Like, Ray, I don't like being looked at. I don't like being stared at. You're not ready. Let me tell you something, all right? When you're doing the damn thing, whatever that is, whatever that may be, don't tell me, you don't have to tell me, you don't have to tell nobody between you and God. When you're doing the damn thing, people are gonna stare. People are gonna look. People are gonna be enticed. People are gonna wanna be around you. They're gonna wanna hear your words. Even if they don't know you. They don't gotta know you. They're gonna wanna see what you got to say because damn it, it looks like you know what you're doing. It looks like you about to open up your mouth and just spit hella game. It looks like you about to give out knowledge. Why? Because you took it in so much for being quiet, right? You stood back and let everybody get their shine. You stood back and let everybody get their roll on. You stood back and let everybody talk big, talk heavy. You know what I'm saying? Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to do things. But the way you do it is you just have that presence. You just have that energy. Because it's a known fact, and this is a fact. I don't care what nobody says. When you come out into the real world, there is not much to be inspired by. There are not many people to look and stare at. I'm not just talking about from the physical aspect. I'm talking about energy, presence, righteousness. There is not many people to look at and stare at, and even to have a conversation, even to engage in a little bit of back and forth. There is not many people, bro. So when you find somebody looking at you and staring at you, understand that they might just be looking at you to grasp something. They might be just looking at you to understand something. They might be looking at you because they see an energy field around you and they're like, yo, I haven't seen this in ages. Because when I come out to the real world, I am influenced on what not to do more than I am what to do. I get more influence on how not to act than how to act. I get more influence on how not to be feminine, to how not to be a masculine man than how to be a masculine man. So I got to keep my shit on guard, right? I got to keep everything tight. I got to keep everything knit tucked. I got to keep everything copacetic and right. Because if I don't, when I get out here into this real world, it's going to bamboozle me. So allow people to stare at you. Allow people to look at you. Take it in. Understand. Like, bro, we don't have much. What do we have? Like, honestly, what do we have? Tell me something that you have, that you've seen, that people just, we just got and we can grasp instantly. Tell me a person you look up to that ain't your family members. Tell me somebody that you look up to or, you know, interested in knowing more about that ain't your family members. You can't name a bunch of people. So when you see people staring at you and they see the glow, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that first and foremost. And it might just be on some surface level stuff. Let's keep it a bean because you might be swole, you might have nice hair, things of that nature. You might just be a good looking person, right? But deeper than that, when your insides are good, when your inner is good, when your inner is doing some work too, that comes through your pores. You can't just pass by that. You can't just overlook that. That's more potent than you being attractive physically. That's more potent than you having a six-pack abs or ripped biceps or having a lean physique. That's more potent. We all want to have the body. Don't get it twisted. Still get in shape. Still, eat healthy, lean and mean and green. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Get your vegetables and all that stuff like that. But when people looking at you, they're looking deep inside. When people are staring at you, they're looking at your soul. They see the outer appearance, but they're looking deep. And a lot of people get offended by that. You know what I mean? Especially if it's not a woman. Now let's talk about the women, right? The women, they're gonna see if you're a handsome young man, you're gonna get stared at, right? If you're a good-looking guy, decent guy these days, you're gonna get stared at, right? But if women are gazing at you, like they're enticed by you, they're tilting their head, you know what I'm saying? They're biting their lip, playing with their hair, being fidgety. Yo, they're feeling a type of energy they never felt before. They're on a spectrum they haven't been on in years, probably since they were little girls. And that's the honest truth. You being around them makes them feel like a little girl. You being around them makes them feel safe to be themselves, and then that's how you can, tell if she's a good woman or a bad woman. Then, you take it from there. But be mindful of that. Of course, be mindful of there is Delilah out here. Be mindful that there is a Jezebel out here. Be mindful that there are women that are scorned, that have a bunch of trauma, that have a bunch of baggage. Be mindful of that as well. But even those women will feel that sense of masculinity around you and just get into that schoolgirl mode, get into that, soft girl mode or whatever. Get into that mode to where it's like, dang, I feel almost all that masculinity they were showing, they feel none of it. It's powerless. It means nothing. It's out of their mind because you naturally have a glowing of the masculine. You naturally have the energy of the masculine. So, fellas, don't look at that as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You got to get out of your head of everybody's looking at you because you got something on your face, because you ugly, because you smell bad. No, they're looking at something they never seen before because it's not much to look at. What are we looking like? What do you look at when you come outside? It's a bunch of degenerate stuff, even online. Well, all these content creators, thousands, almost hundreds of thousands of content creators, it's more consumers looking at them than there are people pressing play on the camera and talking into the mic and uploading the video. So you gotta understand, when people see you out in real life and you are an upstanding man, haircut, smell good, you know what I'm saying? You speaking with a nice tone, you got the posture of a masculine man, you got the energy of a masculine man, people are gonna want to be around that. It's like honey to bees. You know what I'm saying? Or honey to a bear. It's like, man, I need more. I need more. They're addicted. And you gotta learn to bask in that. You gotta learn to live in that. You gotta learn to let that be a normal thing in life. Because if you don't, you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna be questioning yourself. Like, why do I look weird today, or am I weird? Am I awkward? No, just calm down, relax, be easy. You know what I'm saying? This is all part of the journey, and this is how you find people that are loyal to you, and this is also how you find, when you sit, because this gives you a mindset of, okay, if I'm getting stared at, if I'm getting all this attention from man and woman, whatever the case may be, for whatever reason, I can sit back and look at the attention I've been that's been put upon me, and see where these people are in life, or see what these people want from me out of life. Because, they might want something. They might want to take something from you. So you can see that when they're giving you so much attention, when they're giving you so much eye contact, when they're giving you so much of their energy, they might be trying to give you their energy so they can grab yours. Now, when you get so much attention, now you can be like, yo, I can really sit back and understand why he's doing this, why she's doing that, why they're saying this. It gives you that time. But when you're fighting against all this attention, all this energy coming to you, and you're not working on yourself, you start to panic. You start to be like, okay, now I'm in panic mode. I don't know why this, and you get in your head. Take yourself out of the situation. Understand that when people come out into this real world, there is not much to look at. There is not much to look up to. But when they see you, they're like, okay, this is a guy that he looks, it feels, it just, the presence feels like this guy got it together. Look at that posture. Look at that tone. Hear that tone. You know what I'm saying? Look how he's moving. Look how he's focused. I've never seen such a man as I'm seeing right now. And it's even better when you're in a group of a small group of men that are all synced in like that. That those are rich men, not in money, but in soul, but in heart, but in mind. Those are rich men right there. So if you got a group, even better. And you all are being looked at, because why? It's not much to look at these days. There's more degenerate stuff out here than there is righteous things out here. There's more feminine man and feminine tendencies from men than there are masculine tendencies and masculine aspects about a man that are being displayed on the internet and in real life. Bask in it, fellas. Enjoy it. Understand. I get why people are looking at me. I get why people are being around me. It's a beautiful thing. And then when you have that, when you also have that discernment, you can dissect things. You can start giving out your energy where you see fit. Not just sparingly, not just like if you're on E, don't do that. But if you have something to give, you have knowledge to give, that's what you do. You share. But you also bring into yourself. You bring it to yourself first. So in order for me to share, I had to bring it to myself. And that's the work that I'm doing behind the scenes. So when I get out into this real world and people are or want to be around this energy, now I have something to give. And if that comes at a pace, or if that comes at a as a them looking at me or staring at me, that's fine. Taking the energy, taking the vibes, taking the presence. You need it. I understand. Simple. All right. I got blessed today, so I'm blessing y'all. That's another day in reality for your ass. Love.